Hello, my name is Charlotte Schaff, and this is my presentation on the consumer review site Yelp. Yelp is an online consumer review guide, mainly for urban city dwellers, although it now reviews places in numerous markets. It helps people find places to eat, shop, drink, relax, and play based on the hopefully informed opinions of both locals in the know and visitors from afar. Millions of people make purchasing decisions each month on Yelp. Yelp can also be used to find local and national events, not just business reviews. I'll give you a quick overview of some basic Yelp info, then take you to the site and show you around. Dirt cheap, good follow fills. That was the very first Yelp review on October 12, 2004, a 4-star review. Yelp was created by two employees of PayPal, Jeremy Stoppelman and Russell Simmons, who spun off an email recommendation site on PayPal into a separate company. With days to go before their initial website opening, they still didn't have a name for their business. Stoppelman wanted to call it Yokel, combining Yokel and local. A co-worker saw the name Yelp.com for sale on a domain site and bought it for $5,000, selling it to the two entrepreneurs the next day. 8 years later, Yelp is now one of the largest consumer review sites in the world, covering over 20 countries. Their second quarter report for this year showed 78 million visitors and 30 million local reviews by Yelp fans, known as Yelpers. If you're a business owner wanting to get noticed on Yelp, here's a few bits of information for you. Business owners can set up free accounts that give them a basic listing, although Yelp makes money by selling ads to local businesses known as Yelp ads. Consumers do not pay to access Yelp reviews. Yelp ads offer targeted advertising to increase exposure on relevant searches and nearby business pages. Paying advertisers cannot change reviews, they can dispute them, and there is an appeals process, but if someone writes a bad review about your business, there is no option to pay to have it removed. Yelp has an automated filter to suppress suspicious reviews. Yelp search reviews are based on an algorithm that is designed to provide the best results based on a number of different factors, including review text, ratings, and number of reviews. Studies have shown that 58% of consumers trust a business that has a positive review, so the temptation to skew review results can be tempting. Yelp recently conducted a sting that netted several dozen businesses that were faking reviews. Yelp tends to favor independent businesses over chains. If you're a McDonald's franchisee, don't waste a lot of time worrying about your Yelp reviews. According to one study, Yelp's effect on chains was, quote, statistically insignificant and close to zero. This seems to be based on the fact that reviewing a McDonald's in St. Louis will likely be very similar to McDonald's in Los Angeles or Newark, New Jersey. It also found that when Yelp penetrated a market, there was a shift in revenue towards independent restaurants. Putting a photo on your business site helps. People searching Yelp stayed 2.5 times longer on a business page that had photos. Yelp has a weekly newsletter that gives updates on business openings and other events, so if you want to promote your business's special happenings, they give you that option, and individuals can do this also. You might think that in 2012 most people would be accessing Yelp from their smartphones, and Yelp does have apps for both Androids and iPhones that are used by about 7 million people yearly. But 60% of searches are still from desktops. While most people think of restaurants first when thinking of Yelp reviews, they aren't the biggest category. Yelp's biggest category is actually shopping, and customer service appears to have the strongest effect on reviews. Yelp's own research has found that a customer whose review praises customer service is more than 5 times as likely to give a 5-star review than a 1-star review. However, nearly 70% of those who trash a business's customer service wind up giving a 1-star review. A study by Harvard Business School found that there was a correlation between a high Yelp ranking and revenues, and that every star in a review led to a 5 to 9% jump in revenues. As you can see on the chart here, most reviews are good, 5 stars. 38% of reviewers gave it the highest ranking. Only 12% of reviewers gave businesses the dreaded 1 star. Another study published in the Economic Journal claims that as little as a half-star difference in a restaurant's average rating on Yelp greatly impacts its reservations each night, causing an average 19% jump. The 1 millionth review on Yelp was also 4 stars. The most prolific Yelper on this little chart here is a lady named Kim M., who had over 4,500 reviews in 2011. On June 27th, 2011, 32,425 reviews were added to Yelp in one 24-hour period, adding to the over 2 billion words that can be found on the site. A little bit of totally useless information. If you were to read all the reviews posted through 2011 out loud, it would take 42 years, non-stop. A couple other little things on this chart. You can see where Yelp launched in Canada in 2008. Reached its 10 million visitors per month at the middle of 2008. In 2009, it launched in the UK and Ireland. And in 2010 and 11, it expanded into France, Germany, Australia, the Netherlands, and Spain. This chart shows a few interesting tidbits from last year's Yelp statistics. The most reviewed restaurant was a By Right Creamery in San Francisco with over 3,800 reviews. What happens in Las Vegas may not stay in Las Vegas, as it's the zip code most people checked into. The Shake Shack, and of all places, Flatiron, New York, was the most reviewed burger joint. And as I said earlier, not only businesses get reviewed. Rocky Mountain National Park was rated the best national park by Yelpers. The New River Gorge in West Virginia was rated highly under landscapes and historical buildings. And being from Georgia, I am proud to announce that the Robot Bathroom in Piedmont Park in Atlanta was listed as the second most popular bathroom by Yelpers under the local flavor category. Not making that one up. And no, I have not researched which bathroom came in first. There are numerous review websites that Yelp competes with. Here are the main ones. The two biggest review sites are Yahoo Local and City Search, which Yelp has now far surpassed with the biggest review collection on the web. Google Places and TripAdvisor are now trying to overtake Yelp, but so far it's holding the lead. Here's a graph showing how Yelp zoomed past City Search in 5 years. Even though City Search had a 28-month head start and had collected more than 112,000 restaurant reviews by the time Yelp started, Yelp passed City Search in April of 2007, just 30 months later. By 2009, Yelp averaged over 52,000 new restaurant reviews per month, while City Search averaged only around 6,800. Yelp gets more reviews than its predecessors, but it also has a much more loyal base of reviewers. The vast majority of people who left reviews on City Search and Yahoo Local only posted one or a couple of reviews, while only a small fraction of Yelp users have posted just one review. You can see on the chart here that City Search had over 71% of its reviewers who posted just one review. Yahoo had 56%, while Yelp only had 9.2% of its reviewers only posting one review. The last two graphs here combined show all the sites that had more than 20 plus reviewers. Yelp had 27% of its reviewers who reviewed more than 20 places. Yahoo Local only had 1.9%, and City Search only had combined of 0.6%. All right, let's go to the Yelp site itself and play around some. You don't have to sign up to read reviews, but you do have to register if you want to write them. Here's my profile, a brand new Yelper. Picture me in front of the Salem Witch Museum, or as my daughter calls it, the Mothership. You can add as many photos as you want. You can edit it. I'm in Tampa, Florida, so any reviews that I do automatically come up under Tampa. Also, I decided to review a bar called Virgilio's in Key West, Florida. Gave it 5 stars. If I decide I want to change that review later, I can edit, I can remove it, I can send it to a friend by email. I can also, if you want, go under account settings and you can link this to your Facebook and Twitter page. You can also invite friends who are on Yelp, or you can also make lists, which is a great little feature I'll show you in a moment. And also on the side here you'll see some of the paid ads. Here's one for Weight Watchers. Maps come up that give you an idea of where the place is that you want to review. Click on the list place here. Okay. And it gives you some list ideas. Happy hour, culture vultures, good for groups. You can create your own. If you like museums, you can make a list of museums. If you like to go with a bunch of people, say if you're dining with 6 or more friends, you can make a list of anything that your imagination can take you to. Alright, there's tabs here if you want to start writing a review, if you want to find friends. It has an instant messaging feature. One feature that I like here is the events. Bear with my computer while it runs slow here. Alright, Alright, this is the events in New York. There's the chocolate show in New York, Sunday night stand-up comedy, the New York Craft Beer Festival. Although a lot of these may be going by because of Sandy right now. But if you want to check into Tampa, comes up with numerous things going on all over the Tampa area. It also has filters you can refine your browsing by arts and entertainment, planning services, financial, food, religious organizations. It's about anything you want, you can find it on Yelp. Also, if you want to check out various places on Yelp, a lot of them give you what I call Yelper deals. You can buy a gift certificate. Here's the It Guys computer repair place. You could buy a $30 for $30 you can buy a $50 voucher to get computer repairs, and many restaurants and other sites on Yelp will give you the option of buying discounted certificates to frequent their locations. Alright, also you can search, let's just search Donatello's, an Italian restaurant in Tampa. Want to go someplace fancy one evening? You can pick out the restaurant and you can follow reviewers that have reviewed this restaurant or have them follow you. I'm following this person here, Leslie F. So anything that Leslie F. reviews will come up on my site. You can also check on if you found this site useful, if you found the review funny, if you found it cool. You can link it, like I said, to your blog. And here's some more of the paid results on the side here. It also, just because you're going to Donatello's, their search engine gives you various other restaurants that are similar to Donatello. Bella's, Mise en Place, Osteria. And then it also has some deals nearby. It shows you $15 for a $30 deal, $10 for a $20 deal at Catch 23. And once again gives you the location. Here's the instant messaging feature. Also, if you've got any questions on Yelp, you can scroll down here, their frequently asked questions page. And we're waiting, gives you answers just about anything you want to know, much more than I can cover in this short video. The one last thing I had wanted to show you here was Yelp also has a really cool blog. It updates like this one, connecting people with great local food porn. It's got various little articles on different sites around town. And you can also go into their archives and see things that were reviewed up to a year ago. There's a community blog. Showing some of the Halloween happenings that went on. Here's on the side here, you can go to some of the various countries. If you're wanting to travel to Australia or Switzerland, you can look up things there also. They have the Yelp Elite page. That's for Yelpers that review the most. 200 or more reviews will get you a Yelp Elite. You can also get discounts and other things once you get up to that category. And that will pretty much conclude my review of the presentation on Yelp. If you've got any question, you can just send me a link. Hopefully you'll sign up for Yelp, and I hope you've enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.